Okay guys, so first things up is our materials. We have my exacto knife, some brown construction paper, some scissors, and some Elmer's glue. What's not pictured is the green construction paper and the green streamer, as well as the fishing line or the clear tape or the painter's tape. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did not get all those things on camera, but they are also needed for the tree. Okay, so first thing I did was cut open the box. If you could see that crease going down the middle, I just followed that. And then I cut off all the side tabs. Those are the parts that would normally be on the top or bottom of the box that you close it with. They're actually going to be used for branches and reinforcing the back of the box. So here's what it'll look like once you have one long box. After cutting it, I held it up against the frame of the door to get a reference as how tall I would need it to be. And then I cut this in half. So it's actually going to slightly be taller than the door, taller than the ceiling. But I wanted to make sure it at least came all the way to the floor. Then I'm going to glue and connect the pieces together. I did end up using some of the side tab pieces and also gluing them on the back of these glued together pieces. That's just to make the board stronger. And this is what you'll look like. It's okay that it's not neat or perfectly straight or even. I kind of want it that way to more resemble a tree. Next, you're going to ball up the brown construction paper, and then you're actually going to unball it. This is just to cause wrinkles and make it look more tree-like. So after balling and unballing the paper, I cut slits in them. This is to help remove that line, basically of demarcation. It's not really a demarcation line, but that blunt line where the pieces would meet. I'm going to kind of weave them together once they get glued to the board. So I'm just doing a rough layout to make sure that I have enough pieces cut and also make sure that the weaving idea is in fact going to work, or if I need more slits or less slits, and just to get an idea before anything is glued down. So then comes the glue. I just put a single line of glue down each board, and then I press the paper firmly into the glue. You could put more than one line if you want the paper to be more secure, but that was enough for me. After I glued all the pieces onto the board, I then took the cut ends and I weaved them all together. Afterwards, I did the branches. For each branch, I balled up a sheet of paper, and just like I did for the tree trunk, and then I twisted it around to make it a tighter, more, actual branch looking thing, because I knew I was going to unball it. So here comes the side panels that we saved before. They actually get cut in half to make skinnier panels. And pro tip, something I did not do when I was doing this, and they ended up falling off, it was a disaster, is make sure that there is enough glue on the back of the cardboard when you're gluing it to the big base. Make sure there's enough glue to support it. Don't be conservative. Don't use the one line of glue. Make sure it's enough. And maybe even use super glue if you want to reinforce it. The hot glue gun should be fine, but you want that to be secure. Next, you're going to glue the actual paper onto the cardboard branches that you've glued onto the tree base. Another thing that you also want to make sure is very secure. Next, I'm going to add texture to the tree. I did this similar to the way I made the branches, except I ripped the paper almost all the way in half. I stopped about 2.5 inches before I reached the bottom, and then I balled that up and twisted it. This is just so that it'll be longer and skinnier pieces. They're then going to be glued onto the base of the tree. And this is just to add some extra texture to it and more dimension than it already had. Now it's time to actually put the tree up. I ended up doing a lot of this off camera because the first time I tried to record it, it fell down and the branches fell off because I didn't have enough glue supporting them. So I'm gonna have to walk you through this. There's one falling, and it's probably another one gonna follow, but we're not even gonna talk about them, okay? So you wanna probably have help for this. If you don't have help, you're going to really have to have a lot of patience for this. But you're going to start tying the fishing line at the top of the base and work your way down. And you want it to be secure, and you want to put enough places so that it can hold the tree. After that's up, it's up. Now it's time for the leaves. You're going to cut out various shapes. They don't all have to be perfect. I did some hearts and some leaves with green construction paper. And then you're going to cut random different lengths of streamer. Depending on how far down you want them to hang from the ceiling, depends on how long you should make them. After that, you can either put glue on the actual construction paper length or put dots on the streamer and then begin sticking the leaves to the streamer. I found it's actually easier to put the glue throughout the streamer and then stick the leaves on rather than put the glue on the leaves and stick them on the streamer. But whatever works better for you. And then that's it for the streamer. After that, I rolled up pieces of painter's tape and I placed them on the top of the back of each piece of streamer. And then I just stuck them on the ceiling. And I pressed them so that they didn't fall down. And that was it. I just put them in random places and I came back and added some strings of flowers. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me any other DIY ideas you'd like to see or that you think I should try. Also, please let me know if you try this yourself. I would love to hear about it or see it if possible. Please stay safe and have fun. Till next time, bye.